TCC number 25. 25, man. We're already on number 25. I remember when we had less than 25 subscribers. So if you look over here at the little ticker, we have 101 subscribers now. That could change hopefully in the next few seconds or moments. Not for real though, because it's been like that for the last week or so. But no, number 25, man. What is it? Stay tuned. I'll let you know. Roll that intro. TCC25, man. In the last clip on 24, we were talking about some things that Simon Sinek brought to the table, right? So in this episode, we kind of focused on something that Simon Sinek spoke on, and he's famous for actually, and that is your why. Right now, we want to disclose with you all, Choice Center, truly reviving our youth, our why. Why it is we do what we do in our community, why it is we started the nonprofit, and why we love to work with youth within the community. It's very simple, and we kind of broke it down a little bit to make it, like a little few word phrase, if you will. So our why is to create avenues of inspired possibilities for our youth and our community, right? So we want to be able to provide our youth different resources, different opportunities, just different ways in which they can look at this thing that we call life, right? A different lens, a whole different perspective. We want to provide that to our youth so then they can help make a better community, right? And they're in the community. So it's a win-win for all involved. So that's our why. Like, we want to help inspire by providing inspiring, opportunities for our youth and the community, right? And looking at Simon Sinek, he pointed out and kind of like made the whole, what is your why, right? So what we want to do and what we've done is take it just a little step further. And that is letting, our why become our youth in the communities how. So our why is their how. I don't know, you're like, Nick, like, what does that even mean? Their how, like, makes no sense. Glad you said that. Just take heed real quick. If we're able to create avenues of inspired possibilities for our youth, that's showing them how they can better their lives, right? That's giving them different perspectives, a different lens, as I said before, and looking at the same exact issues that they face daily. But now we come in, the Choice Center that is, and provide a different view, a different outlook, different perspective, right? And we do that by coming into the community and providing them with tutoring, right? Mentors, social, emotional learning skills, community events like our kickball tournaments. We've had backpack giveaways, things of that nature. And we want to help build like choice scholars to where now, if you look at a lot of different cities throughout the United States of America, a lot of youth go away to school, if they do go to college, right? And they tend to, and I'm a product of it myself. Eventually we will get back to St. Louis, Missouri and do some things though. But a lot of youth go out of their environment, out of their community, and achieve a higher education or different ways in which they look at life. And a lot of them tend to stay wherever they went to or move away to a different place, but rarely do they come back to the community in which they were raised in and grew up at and better that community. So why not get to the youth before they go away to this 4-year university? And we all know that all youth are not geared. We're not, as human beings, everyone is not geared to go to a 4-year university, a 4-year college or whatnot, right? So we want to help install different values, morals, and principles earlier in life as opposed to later. So with the Choice Center, we want to go in the community, right? Teach, expose, and give these young men and these young ladies the resources they need to make not only themselves better, but their communities, wherever they're from, right? So therefore, our why becomes their how. We are here to help do that in a way in which it will change lives, cities, and states eventually, and the nation. And that's the goal. Like, it's a big vision for Choice Center to not be just here in Fresno, California. As I said before, originally from St. Louis, Missouri. So eventually there will be a Choice Center in St. Louis, Missouri, San Diego, California, all of these places that I've actually lived in and more. But we have to start somewhere, and we're going to start with our why. And as I said, we just want to be able to create avenues for these young men and women of inspired possibilities within their communities. And my thing is, like, I know personally that this isn't something that the Choice Center can do alone. We can't do it by ourselves. So we ask in every episode or the last 2 or 3 episodes, like, who's going to join us? Right? We've been reaching out to different community leaders, different community organizations, schools, and things of that nature, to where we're trying to do what it is that we know, we see it needs to be done. And the crazy part about it, the best part about the Choice Center, in my humble opinion, is this isn't something that we're looking at statistical evidence to say, okay, what was going on in 2020, we're now looking at the evidence that's come back now in 2021 to try to fix something that happened in 2020. No, that's great. Statistical evidence is great. Evidence-based organizations, like evidence-based practices, all these things are great and they're needed for sure. The thing, and we have that, and we're definitely working on that, but it doesn't stop there. We're boots on the ground and getting the real life interactions on what the problem is today, and doing our best to fix, provide, and give answers to these issues that we hear from these young men and these young women. Like, every day we hear it in real time. It's not going through 4 or 5 people didn't get into us. No, we're in the situation, we're seeing it, and what better way to fix a problem than to see it like face to face, right? And that's the Choice Center, in the communities, doing the community work, doing the work to help better the youth and the communities. And then guess what? A lot of the problems that we face, or the youth face, a lot of things stem and start from home. Well, the Choice Center being in the communities, we build these rapports and these relationships with the parents in the communities. So it's a win-win-win for everyone, the youth, the parents, and the community. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So our why is their how. And that's TCC25 right there, man. In a nutshell, that's what it is. And once again, I ask, who's going to join us? Who's going to join us to help truly revive our youth within our communities? All right. So with that being said, like I said earlier, we got 101 still. Damn, I thought it would have been 102 at least with this little 9-minute. No, but I'm just playing. But no, who's going to join us for real to help provide avenues of inspired possibilities for our youth within the community? Let's go. TCC25. Peace.